Come on everybody, find Mark 6, get Mark 6, find Mark 6, get Mark 6. Where is Sony RX100 Mark 6? There it is! 18 months after Sony RX100 Mark V, Sony finally releases this Sony RX100 Mark VI.
It has 8x zoom instead of 2.9. It focuses in 0.03 seconds instead of the lousy 0.05. It has a beautiful new menu which packs tons of new features and settings. It has a touchscreen and it is more flexible. And it costs $1,200. And it can do stuff like this. It also has a brand new one-push electronic viewfinder. It pops open, no need to pull the little screen out, and once you're done, you can just push it to close it. It has an amazing new grip and it turns into a tripod, and it has buttons on it, which works with all Sony cameras but probably can't carry anything larger than RX100 series. But does it have a microphone in?
No.
What makes these 20.1 megapixel Sony RX100 series cameras so legendary is its 1-inch sensor and its beautiful Zeiss lens. These cameras shoot amazing photos and videos and they fit into your pocket. I use Mark IV for my overhead and Mark V for my beauty shots, and I love them. And now we have this guy. The new guy with a new lens and a new aperture. This thing is packed with new and very impressive features.
But during that packing, I think they squeezed it too much, the new features. Some things just came out. And by that I mean the built-in ND filter that we have on Sony RX100 Mark V, Mark IV, and Mark III. But ND filter may not be a problem because the aperture on Sony RX100 Mark VI is 2.8 to 4.5,
which means at its widest aperture 2.8, Mark VI can't capture as much light as the previous RX100 series cameras. Also, it means RX100 Mark VI has less depth of field. Plus, the new lens has 8 cm minimum focus distance compared to all previous generations 5 cm. But interestingly, at 24mm, Mark VI shoots 5% wider than Mark V's 24mm. Yet the 4-stop optical image stabilization doesn't make any noticeable difference.
Oh, and it uses the same battery from 1946, you know, the year when Sony was founded.
But when it comes to overheating, things start to change.
1, 2, 3.
Just like Mark IV or Mark V, Sony RX100 Mark VI too has a 5-minute video limit while recording in 4K. So to test the overheating, I recorded consecutive 5-minute videos one after the other. In the end, Sony RX100 Mark V lasted 11 minutes and 37 seconds and Sony RX100 Mark VI lasted 17 minutes and 32 seconds. Ooh, now we're talking. I think I started to like this camera. I also feel very privileged to review this because
I am the only one right now who has this camera, and no one else has this camera but me, which is... Wait. What is going on here?
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
What is that?
What is that?
What is that?
I thought I only... Wait, what is that?
What is that?
What is... Oh! That's
Guys,
still...
I don't have have one.
That's the old one.
But wait, they told me I was the only person who had this.
They told me, they said, we would like to send this to you and you only. I feel, but
At least they didn't send it to her.
oh no.
So clearly we both have them.
Yes, we do.
I love it. I've only been using it for a little bit now, so I'm still testing it out. But I have noticed that the autofocus is a little bit faster. Have you noticed that?
Autofocus is faster. It's
It is.
0.03 seconds.
Oh.
And the one Justine has right now is 0.05 seconds, which is forever, you know.
That is way
It takes
too
forever to focus.
It's still pretty fast, but I have noticed that this is faster. It
Right.
also processes faster too.
Yes, it has a faster image processor, the new Bionz X. And so you can see that it turns on faster, and not just that, as soon as it turns on, it's ready to shoot a video faster.
I do like that because there have been times where I'm like, oh gosh, I gotta turn it on, and then I miss the beginning. My vlogs, you know, they're more like playful, so my favorite thing is to zoom in on Justine's face when she's either eating or doing something that's really not flattering.
Yeah.
And now I can zoom in even closer.
Yes, you can zoom in 8x optically and some more digitally.
So Justine's gonna have to
Lossless.
be very careful.
Very careful.
About her behavior.
What do you think about the touchscreen feature?
So I really like it because when I'm taking pictures, I can just click on it, it focuses on me and takes the picture, and I do really use it a lot for the focus. I like having it as an option, but if I don't want to have it, I can also turn it off.
I like the fact that you can touch to focus and touch to take a photo. That seems like a good feature, but as you can see, it's a little thicker compared to RX 100 Mark V.
I like that it's a little thicker because I feel like the screen was so flimsy on the previous one that I used to get a little bit nervous. So I like that that's a little bit more substantial.
I like it as well because I definitely had a lot of accidents with the Mark V screen.
We all have. So I like the touchscreen on some of the other cameras like the 6500 and the A7 III, which I've been using a lot on the Ronin. I love having a touchscreen because you can just be using the Ronin and then touch where you want to focus and it won't disrupt anything. So it is a very seamless thing with the touchscreen. The extra zoom has been very interesting because I've been watching Jenna zoom in on my face.
Oh, it's so close.
And I'm like, can you back up?
No. Well, I can back up.
Yeah, this is something we cannot do with Mark V,
Definitely.
Mark IV.
But when we were in Seattle, we were trying to zoom in on a rooftop to get a shot, and I was like, Justine's like, I gotta change my lens, I gotta do this. I was like, 1 second, let me help you out there. Zoomed in,
true.
and it looked really good. So
It did look really good.
there's like these weird things where I'm like, I don't know if I'm gonna need that, but I've already found myself using the zoom. So
Yeah.
If this only had an audio in, all of our dreams would be here in one simple camera.
Dear Sonny, did you get that? Did you like microphone in
Just a little.
like this? Get rid of this. Get
What's that?
It's the flash. Battery life is a little better compared to RX 100 Mark V.
Honestly, whichever camera you get, you're gonna be happy with it because they're both really great cameras. So honestly, like doing a comparison is very difficult, and these are very small things that, for most people, they're not really gonna make that much of a difference.
Yeah, we're nitpicking a little bit.
We're being very picky.
well, but you're
Yeah.
doing a review, so I feel like that's fair.
Yes, I am. I'm sorry. Mark V and Mark.
That is true. It is time to stop nitpicking and start cruising. But before we do that, because I forgot to do it on camera, I have to do it with a voiceover. I'd like to thank the amazing Justine and Jenna Ezarik for being in my video. Please go and check out their links in the description box below and subscribe to them and follow them and say hi from me. If you like picture profiles, Sony RX100 Mark VI can shoot in HLG 1, 2 or 3 in 709 or 2020 or in S-Log 3. The minimum ISO on S-Log 2 and 3 is 1000. Sony RX100 Mark V can only shoot in S-Log 2 and the minimum ISO on that picture profile is 1600.
As you can see, it has the new and nicer menu, and now we have our own customizable menu at the end, and we can put whatever we like in there. In high frame rate settings, now we have this new setting called end trigger half, and that only shoots half time of the slow motion video that it can shoot. Proxy recording is renamed. Instead of dual recording, now it's called proxy recording. Movie with shutter. Now you can use the shutter button to start recording a movie. You can change your zoom speed from normal to fast, and then we have auto monitor off, which you can set to 2 seconds, 5 seconds, 10 seconds, and this just turns off the monitor to save battery power. As you can see, you can turn on or off the touch operation. And another nice thing is when you're in video mode, you can go to your white balance and set a custom white balance without the need to switch to photo mode. Now also it has Bluetooth, and if you connect this to your phone via Bluetooth, it gets the location information from your phone. In auto white balance, we have the priority set, and you can hit that and change it to ambient or change it to white. Ambient makes things a little warmer and white makes things a little colder. And when you go to customization, now you can set custom keys for photo and video, which means when you're in photo mode, the buttons do these, and when you're in video mode, you can set them to something else, or you can say just follow custom picture mode. With the glasses,
Polarized sunglasses.
I really cannot see what's going on the screen, just like A7 III. I need to put a screen protector on the screen to be able to see it. Right now it looks completely black. It looks like the camera is turned off.
I think Sony should have called this camera RX200. That would have been a great connection to its 24-200 lens as well. And most importantly, it would have saved this camera from being brutally compared to previous RX100 series cameras. Because when you forget about the previous 100 series cameras, you get to see that RX100 Mark VI is a fantastic camera. For a lot of people and for a lot of scenarios, it's the only camera you need.
Well, thank you very much for watching this episode, and I hope you enjoyed it. Please hit that subscribe button. I must have a subscribe button somewhere here on the screen. Hit that subscribe button and play Ding Dong Ditch with the bell next to it and join the world domination. And please let me know what you think about Sony RX100 Mark VI in the comment section below. Oh look, no microphone in. And until I see you the next time, take really good care of yourselves and hoşça kalın.